So you know what aggregate functions are. For example, you can get the highest balance from an account, or you can get the sum of all the balances in a branch, or the sum of all the balances in another branch. They don't get very rich intensely. And that might give you an idea. What if I wanted to display each branch, Broomhill and then Tinsley, and organize the data to get the sum of all the Broomhill balances and the sum of all the Tinsley balances, to put them side by side and show just how poor those Tinsley people are. That is called grouping data. And basically you want to answer questions like these. What is the total balance for each branch? And you might have an idea, something like this. We select the branch and then also the sum of the balance, and we'll get each branch and in each branch the sum of the balance. Unfortunately, that isn't what happens. So what's going on? Why is this error happening? Well, there's 3 rows of data. So when you select the branch, you get 3 branches. Oh, you get the same branch twice, but you get 3 resulting rows. But when you ask for the sum of all the balances, you get just 1 row. And the machine can't show that as a table. It doesn't know what to do. To solve the problem, there is a special clause called group by to actually say we want to group data. And it works like this. We use SQL to tell it how to group the data together. So I still select the branch and the sum of all the balances from my table, but I also put in the group by clause, group by branch. If the data is grouped by branch, then there'll be a row for every branch, that's 2 of them, and in each row the sum of the balances for Broomhill and for Tinsley. In the group by clause, the columns shown are the ones that you are selecting but not counting with or summing with, applying a function to. One way to summarize that, to express that, would be to say you want to group by those things you're not counting. Here's another example. We select the area and the address and the number of rows from the cost table. Grouping by, we're going to find out, but what we want is this. The area, the address, the number of people who live at this address and have an account. 2 on Forest Road, Rotherham, 1 in 1 High Street and 2 West Street, Sheffield. What do I group by? Well, I'm displaying the area and I'm displaying the address, and I'm not applying any functions to them, but I'm counting the number of addresses and I'm applying a function in that last column. So I group by area and address, because area and address, I'm not counting them, so I must be grouping them, and I count the rest. Okay, so overall now, we have the select statement, and we select our columns from a given table. That's the smallest statement you can use. But also in option, you could use where, giving some criteria. You could also use group by and organize your groupings depending on the functions that you have been using. Then you can also order your data depending on which columns you want to order by, using descending or ascending. Do I need to tell you to practice?